weekend, the Maui County Council met for the first time since the massive fire destroyed Lahaina and parts of Kula. This is the first public forum where Maui residents could address their leaders since August 8. The Maui County Council heard emotional testimony from island residents on Tuesday who spoke of extreme hardships they're enduring.
We busted our ass, and this is what we get. No water, no warning, and everybody talking about the satellite city before the fire. Well, hey, Jeff Bezos, you got what you wanted. Oprah, you got what you wanted. Fuck us all over. That's what happened. We need help in Lahaina, because all we got so far was $700, and we don't know who to call or anything.
People in Lahaina are angry, like other people have testified. We don't trust the government because of what has happened. Why did the police block people from coming and exiting? They had lines of people lined on Front Street. We heard testimony from people on top of Facebook that said, and things that said that basically the police was blocking the road over there by Chart House, and hundreds of people were backed up there with people in their cars, and a lot of people lost their lives. I was told by people who escaped there on foot that the officer had blocked the road, people could not get out. My brother literally had to go cut the chain off of the old sugar mill camp area to let people out at the top of Kilauea Mauka. And that's how people got out, because the roads were all blocked, because the police were blocking it. It needs to be investigated by a third party that is not associated with the government. Right now, there's gross negligence, possibly criminal negligence on this part.
Folks are still in active mourning, literally trying to stay alive. And in that is a collective rage. And I don't say that lightly. There is a collective rage that a lot of this feels like a setup. A lot of this feels like, I'm not talking conspiracy theory like somebody went and lit the fire. I'm talking about this is the result of a decades and generations long conversation that West Maui has had with people in charge between MECO and the power lines and the fire response and the water department not communicating to people that there is a problem with their water properly, between the sirens not going up off. People are pissed, and it's justifiable. And in the face of all of that, and the feeling, the palpable feeling in the couple of days after this disaster that we are on our own, nobody is coming to save us. We've been asking for help for decades, and nobody's coming to save us. And so now we're going to feed and water and medicine ourselves. And now, a few weeks in, agencies and government people are starting to come in and be like, we have the answer, and we have these protocols that you have to follow, and here's our policies. And people are like, get lost. Why would I trust you after you put our town in this position, and after you left us for dead, and now you come in and you tell us how to do things? It's insulting. I'm not even from there, and I'm shaking with anger because I see it happen every day, and I just cannot handle. The same people that made the decision about water and electric that trapped all these people are now the ones that are being asked to be trusted to build the solution. It's really hard to trust the agencies that put you in this very position to get you out of it. The urgency of the situation in the beginning was gasoline, water, food, and everybody was so slow. And now, all of a sudden, people are talking about rebuilding. Like, that's the most urgent thing. The most urgent thing right now is getting people in some kind of shelter. The urgency about having this rebuild conversation when people still don't have roofs over their heads. People don't even have the space to talk about rebuilding because they don't know where they're going to be in 2 weeks.
I lost my office building in town and family property. And I want you to know there's families hiding. There's families hiding in Napili and Kahana and Hanakauai. They lost their homes. They lost their will to live.
I am testifying on my concerns of the governor's emergency proclamation that happened 3 weeks prior to the fire, and how it suspended 7 state statutes to streamline development on Maui, and it is allocated all decision-making power to one person. One person on Oahu is currently meeting with developers, meeting with private landowners, and is not meeting with the public.
I am the CEO of a charity group called Red Lightning. We are internationally recognized since 2010, and we study disasters. In our response, we had difficulty getting into the disaster zone originally. There were checkpoints set up We were trying to bring these systems in. We were turned around a couple times. I have made every effort to become a member of the EOC, to coordinate with them, and I've been turned around every time.
And people are living there with no connectivity and they can't call if they have an emergency, and you are turned away from putting in a Starlink so that they could be able to call for help if they need it.
That is correct. We were told that because we're not recognized by the EOC, we do not have access. I think there was one in Kahoma Village. It's sort of down by Front Street. We were denied there as well. There were a number of families that asked for help. We could not reach them.
We were blocked out from coming back into Lahaina. I was blocked out several days. I could not come in. There was chaos. People was rioting at the stops. We're wondering what's on those documents for FEMA, and we're afraid to sign documents because right after that, the governor says, "Oh, I'm going to take the land." Right? He's talking about the state wants to purchase all this land and come in and open it for the working class and also work for memorial and things like that. Who the hell does he think that he should get this land? This land belongs to the people already.
Okay.
The government is liable for this, grossly negligent, at least if not criminally negligent, right? And they should clean up all that land, restore that land to the people who own that, because they failed here. They failed. The government failed.
As well as my
Things that they need: medicine, water, food, things of that nature.
On the agenda was Resolution 23-194, which proposes developing a comprehensive recovery and resilience plan. After the break, the Council reconvened and referred the resolution to the Council's Government Relations, Ethics and Transparency Committee for further deliberation. That committee will engage in extensive outreach so that they can hear from as many people as possible.